Hello guys, welcome everybody today for another map guide spots. Today we'll be talking about Ghost Town map and how to play it with water tanks. Let's get started with heavy tanks first. From both sides on this map, the heavy line will be completely city. You'll expect heavies to be in these areas, and mostly you'll find heavies from both sides coming in this way and playing here, and from the green side playing this side and going in here. So pretty much this brawling area is the main area where you find all heavies, and now I'll tell you and mention where exactly to expect each heavy, which is like hold downs or heavy, just super heavies. So what you expect to see is the main areas. Our heavies will be hold are these areas, number one, and number two areas here and towards here. Now when do you play these positions and when do you not play these positions? However, let's start with this ones is the most popular ones. These ones, you play it with heavies like pretty much like you can go hold down. Super heavies can be expected to be here too as well, but it's not the best or not the greatest for super heavies, because they can be tall and they can be getting farmed. However, but they're gonna be there. This area here and this area here, these positions, which is the 7 line, I will call it. This is 6 line and this is a 7 line. 7 line is pretty much being there is to have angle towards the 6 line angle, so, or the 8 line. How that works is pretty much we have cross shots from here towards the 8 line or 9 line and towards here at the same time, and also from here you can have shots towards this, and from here you can have shots from here towards this as well. So pretty much like a crossfire angle, let me like clear it out and make sure you understand what that means. So if you are playing here, you'll have shots towards this, and if you are playing here as well, you can have shots towards this. Pretty much one position can counter two positions, and from here same way you have shots to the 8 line, 9 line, and from here you can have shots towards the 6 line as well. So one position can give you two angles. Now there's one thing about playing the 6th line positions is you may stop here and play hold on at the rock from both sides, or you may continue from this side and go deeper, and from the other side go deeper as well. Now the reason you go deeper, because initially you can do that, but this is risky because you want to take down or brawl enemy targets closely and also be safe from this angle and this angle if you're playing the other side. That's the main reason you want to go deep, deeper on the 6th line, because to prevent these angles from farming you. But there's one thing about going deeper is to not mention there are some tanks can come towards this side and go inside here, and which is you don't expect, and same way from this side and go inside here. So pretty much the 5 line can be is really fun tanks going there initially, but if you go deeper here, you expect someone to go behind you here and take you down, that's possible. However, let's take a look on these type of positions. As you see, we are going here towards the heavy line from this side, and we're trying to have some shots and some type of brawling. Now remember, these type of positions are very RT targeted, so you gotta expect the unexpected. Playing these type of positions, you can always aggressive forward, but remember these angles we mentioned earlier, you may expect taking shots or flank from them. However, going forward and deeper onto the 6th line is a little bit give you more chance to have some type of brawling against whatever you are facing. When you go deep 6th line, if you feel you are about to get pushed or anything like that, it's better to go down into this dip, and pretty much you are kind of stuck there, and do your best to put the best damage possible you can do. again, this position is something you do not want to take initially or anything like that. It's just something for emergency. Let's say you feel like you are about to get pushed, or you know, you feel like you're gonna be targeted by many guns, or you know. But again, RT can put shots here, so yeah, it's your only option. Just say your emergency spot, and you do not want to take it with any tank, you know. It's just specific tanks, such as like shorter tanks that has armor, which is heavy tanks. You don't want to jump here with no armor for sure. From this side, we are playing the Cinema 5A, and we are trying to take the 6th line, but from the opposite side, and also just counter the every position of the enemy on the 6th line and just play hold line position or brawling heavy line. As you see, the enemy E3 made a type of mistake. He tried to pressure and go deeper to the 6th line, and pretty much he you know, just got punished for it. So you gotta be careful when you make plays like that. But yep, we took him down as we supposed to, since nobody was watching us. Now, at this case, since we know our surrendering kind of clear, we can go forward a little bit more and just brawl these targets. And just again, you taking this risk play is could give you a big reward and give you a big punishment too. Just you gotta be careful when you do it. We took down this enemy target and we jumped to the right side towards this building, and so we can get safe from, you know, anything possible that can have crossfires on us. I want you to just pay attention to this area here. You do not want to continue this area here. The reason why, because there are some tank destroyers, which is the 4005 SV4005, as you see it on the minimap, is trying to go up at A4 here. So you need to be careful, and you do not want to continue forward. Instead, you need to rotate right side and have better angle where you are not in crossfire or targeted by any tank destroyers or snipers sitting around the map in the back. We got the medium line, so let's talk about the medium sides on both sides on this map. So you expect mediums from this side to be going in 1-2 line, and from the other side same way 1-2 line. Now that's the medium line over here is very popular. Now you expect medium tanks to be on the heavy line too, just like we mentioned earlier. But what type of medium tanks will be there are pretty much the tanks that has armor, medium tanks that has armor. However, mainly let's focus on 1-2 line because it's a popular medium line. People like to go there, so there's a passive positions to play over here, and from the other side same way, passive positions over here. Now playing over here will give you a good angle towards the city, and from here also towards the city, another good angle to, you know, have towards the city. Now that's the passive positions. When do you continue pushing forward, or do you push forward, is something you do not want to do unless you have to make sure everything is clear on your right side and you are not perma spotted. There's a little push over here and there's a little push over here. They counter each other's these pushes, and also there's a hold on here and hold on here. They can counter each other's as well. Remember, it's an open area and is big RT targeted positions, so expect RTs to be targeting these positions no matter what. Now if you're trying to push a little bit forward from both sides, you do not want to do it unless you are you know, safe or not perma spotted. So to do that, you need to do, this is how you move. Watch this. If you feel you are trying to push forward, you move from the right side and towards this, and you approach like this. Or from the other side, which is I'm gonna mark it with an orange color, you move towards the right side as well, and you come in like this and approach like this, and boom, like this. So, well, I know you're gonna get confused here, but I'm gonna clear it again. I'm gonna repeat it again. So let's see, you trying to move forward and not just sit here, right? How you do this? From the right side, you come in like this and go like this, and boom, you approach like this, and you start brawling these guys here. From this side, the green side, you do the same. You go right side like this and go like this and do this, and might get to here and start brawling here. That's all you. The reason why you don't want to do this or this, which is I'm gonna do it to the black marker here, is because doing this push here will cost to taking HP or, you know, while spotted. So let's say you want to do this from the left side, you are pretty spotted from this guy here, and you're gonna get bled by these tanks right here. We're gonna mention later, you know, and anything here. So just be careful. As you see with the 50M here, we are going towards the 1-2 line, and we're trying to have shots from these positions or brawl any medium tanks that we found there. As you see, enemy tank got spotted here, and you need just to be careful from using this position, because you are not spotted or might be not spotted, but once you shoot, you are be spotted. And also you have an angle on the city, and the 60 TP enemy team got spotted, and we have a shot on him. Usually you do not want to take this shot this way, but you need to get down here safe and try to put shots instead of just sitting on top and being, you know, exposed. Enemy heavy tank pushing towards us, so we're just gonna get down and try to get, you know, cover, and we'll try to brawl this area if you are playing with your teammates next to you. And again, RT will be focusing this area, so you just gotta expect that. By letting the enemy team pokes you is better. That way you can have support from the tanks behind you, and they will be farming them once they peek you. It's always better to let them peek you. From this side, we are playing the Leopard and another medium tank, and we're just going towards the 2 line or 1-2 line the same way. We're just trying to have angle on the city and put few shots as an initial position. You want to be careful from using this push again, just to not mention that, you know, RT or tank destroyers or even the city can have shots on you once you get spotted. So you need to be careful and get down here and be safe. If you feel you are threatened, you can always retreat and go back to a passive position a little bit in the back, or even run away if possible to area at K1. And from the other side, the area is A1 is another option to run away with your medium tank if you are getting pushed. As you see, as you look at the minimap, we are alone on the 1-2 line, so it's better to run away and try to have a better position and a passive position, better than sitting and getting pushed and killed in that position on the 2 line or 1 line. We'll talk about tank destroyers now on this map, and mainly tank destroyers will be found at the areas at A4 from the red side here, and they will be going up towards this area, and from the other side, the green side, they will be going towards this area at K4. So again, A4 and K4, that's where you find most tank destroyers or the snipers that doesn't have armor, pretty much paper tanks. in general. Now that's number one positions, and you can find them might as well can be found on A0 and K0. So pretty much that's the secondary position for tank destroyers to be found. Again, non-armored tank destroyers or sniper tanks in general. So you expect them to be at A0 and K0. Now, this area and this area, keep in mind, can be also RT targeted if you get spotted. And now we will mention how you're gonna be spotted. The third position for tank destroyers to be at is over here at B8. This area here, you can be sitting as a tank destroyer, and also from the other side, this area can be sitting here, K8, as a tank destroyer. That's another position. So 3 positions for tank destroyers to be sitting at. Another position that we mentioned earlier for medium tanks to be taking or running away to if you feel you are getting pushed on the wall line or not safe is A1 and K1. So that also can be another tank destroyer position, A1 and K1. So we see those positions. All positions can be played, target or snipe from them like this, like this, like this, towards the city, and from A1 you can as well have not initial position A1, but I would say it is another optional position to take if you are, feel having, better shots. But A1, K1 is not mainly initial positions. Remember, not mainly initial positions. These ones are mainly, so I would say A1, K1 is something it just if necessary to take, but not initially. So I would have ignored it from the beginning, but I would focus on these 3 positions mainly. As you see on this side, we are playing with Grill, and we trying to take one of the positions, and we picked to take A0 just to have an angle towards 0 line or 9 line. Even thought my light tank is not spotting for me. So however, if your light tank spotting whatever side, just support it. If your light tank spotting for you 0 line, you just go 0 line. If your light tank spotting for you 1-2 line, you just go A4 or K4. You can also pressure down to 0 line, exactly D0, or from the other side D0 behind this ship right here, and just sit here and try to have an angle towards the city. But again, it's a map awareness. You need to know what's spotted and not spotted in your battle. So this is something you want to do to see only what you can have from, and also make sure you're doing it while the enemy on the map spotted all of them, and you just trying to find what's not spotted. As you see here, we found the enemy Grill alone, so we just took him down, and boom, the 0 line all for us, and we can just sit here and have angle towards the city. Again, this is situational type of play. Let's speak about light tanks on this map, and it's really important because I see a lot of players making same mistakes with light tanks, and they don't know where to go, and also they go to the wrong positions or not exactly the right positions where they're supposed to be. So if you are playing a light tank from red side or the green side, so let's start with the red side. Light tank mainly they need to be found in these pushes and on 9 line, and also this is the main positions where the light tanks need to be playing or mainly focusing on. Now why? Because your tank destroyers will be sitting at 0 line, need eyes or 8 line, the tank destroyers sitting, they need eyes. Or the heavy tanks that's sitting at 7 line over here or here, they need eyes as well. Not only that, also your medium tanks or tank destroyers sitting at 4 line over here, they need eyes towards 1-2 line, and you are the main light tank to spot that. But right now I'm talking about only 9 line. So by sitting at 9 line here or playing these pushes is pretty much need to be mainly relied on you. So you need to be playing towards this position, and you need to be careful as well. So all right, so think about it this way. If you are playing 9 line with your light tank or taking these pushes, you pretty much, you know, need to be just spotting for your tank destroyers in the back here or here. So think about it this way. This is your support and this is your support. And this is you right here. Right here. So that's number one. On the other side, the same way. On the 1-2 line, what you need to do with your light tank is just try to play this position right here. And on the other side, you need to be playing this position right here as well. Now, this is something not permanent but temporary. This is something you just go here and try to spot, you know, from it, or these guys here, the 1-2 line. I try to spot whatever crosses towards here. You can see it from here, and from this side here, edge 2, this position, the green side, if you take it the same way, you're gonna be spotting. Sorry, I apologize. Not this side exactly. Sorry, not these positions exactly, but we're talking about, sorry, these positions right here. I think so. They should be these, and we were gonna mention them or seeing them now in our gameplay. So taking these areas here is the ones to spot for lighting. That's the second option, but mainly 9 line. As you see in this battle, we are playing the T100 and we are heading to the 9 line. So by taking the 9 line or 8 line control with your light tank is priority to spot from it for your tank destroyers that's sitting in the back, and also countering enemy light tank. As you see, we're spotting the E4 here, and we're trying to find where the enemy light tank playing at, and we're also trying to just keep enemy spotted as much as possible, and at the same time be careful. And also you need to make sure you have the support, the enough support that you have behind you. As you're saying, this Lorraine being spotted by you, and also your team is supporting with that as well. Please do not use your gun at these positions at all unless needed and the right way, because if you use your gun, then you are dead completely. There's no reason to use your gun, because once you use it, you are spotted as well and dead after that. You do not want to make these aggressive place is very risky unless you are playing an EBR on the 8th line. You can go on and try to clear enemy light tanks, but you need to make sure you have the support and the guns from your teammate that to help you in that type of place. I hope so you guys enjoyed watching this VOD. I'll see you guys next VOD. Take care and have a good one.